Chapter 9. Chloe's Birthday at Magic Island. Episode 1. The sun set over the shimmering waters surrounding Magic Island, casting a golden hue on the scene as guests arrived for Chloe Harrington's grand birthday party. It was the event of the year. Judge, Chloe's enigmatic boyfriend, had been meticulously planning it for months. Invitations had been sent to the wealthiest families in Metropolis, and the Harrington name, being one of the most prestigious, ensured that no one would dare refuse. The city's elite were eager to attend, making these invitations highly coveted. Quote, Chloe, dressed in an elegant gown that flowed like the ocean breeze, sat beside Judge at the high table. Her excitement was palpable, but she couldn't help but sense something different about the day, especially in the way Judge seemed on edge. Everything looks perfect, Chloe said, beaming as she gazed at the extravagant decorations and the mountain of gifts piling up at the front of the hall. She gently touched Judge's hand. You've really outdone yourself this time. Judge smiled, though his thoughts were elsewhere. He had a surprise for Chloe, something more special than all the lavish presents from the elite families of Metropolis. But as he sat there, his phone vibrated with a coded message from Constantine, his loyal companion from the City of Light. He glanced at it quickly. Danger was imminent. Assassins, sent by the Thompsons, were on their way to kidnap Chloe. Judge leaned closer to Chloe, his voice soft and steady. I need to step away for a moment. Now? Chloe asked, her brow furrowing slightly. The party's just starting. I won't be long, Judge replied, his tone calm but determined. Just need to handle something important. Chloe watched as Judge slipped away, feeling a faint pang of unease. She trusted him, but there was always a layer of mystery surrounding his actions. Judge had always kept a part of himself hidden, and sometimes it made her feel distant from him. Episode 2. The Interception. Outside, under the soft glow of the moon, Judge hurried to meet Constantine, who stood by a sleek black motorcycle parked at the edge of the island. What's the situation? Judge asked, eyes narrowed. Lawn. Constantine's face was grim. The Thompsons have sent assassins. They're approaching by road. If they succeed, it won't just be a kidnapping. They're planning something much worse. Without hesitation, Judge grabbed the keys to his hammered car, a vehicle as powerful as its name suggested. I'll stop them before they get any closer, Judge said, his voice low and fierce. As he sped down the winding roads leading off the island, Judge felt the weight of the situation pressing on him. He had prepared for this day, but not for this kind of danger. The surprise gift he had planned for Chloe seemed trivial compared to the threat looming over her life. How? When he reached the mainland, Judge parked his hammer across the road, blocking the motorcade's path. The assassins, dressed in sharp black suits, emerged from the middle vehicle, their faces cold and calculating. Quote, turn back if you know what's good for you, Judge said calmly, stepping out of his car. Quote, the lead assassin smirked. We didn't provoke you, we're here for the useless son-in-law of the Harringtons and his girlfriend. Stay out of our way, and we'll spare you. Judge's eyes darkened as he stepped forward, revealing himself. I'm Judge. The assassins looked at him with disbelief. This wasn't the powerful, godlike figure they had expected to face. Rumors about Judges had painted him as a myth, a treasure of the gods. But standing before them was a man who looked too young and ordinary to be the legend they'd heard about. Don't fool around, one of them sneered. The real Judge would destroy us in seconds. You're just a kid. But in that moment, Judge's demeanor shifted, and the air around him seemed to thicken with unseen energy. His youthful appearance belied the immense power he held, and the assassins soon realized they had gravely underestimated him. Episode 3. Confrontation. The assassins moved first, lunging at Judge with deadly precision. But Judge was faster. His movements blurred, his martial arts skills honed to perfection. Within seconds, he disarmed the first assassin, throwing him to the ground with a force that left him stunned. Quote, do you still think I'm just a kid? Judge asked, his voice cutting through the night air. The second assassin hesitated, fear flashing in his eyes. He had heard the legends, but seeing Judge in action was something else entirely. Before he could react, Judge had him pinned against the side of the car, rendering him unconscious in a single move. Episode 4. The Dilemma. With the threat neutralized, Judge stood there for a moment, catching his breath. He had won the battle, but the party was still going on. Chloe was expecting him back, waiting for the surprise gift he had promised to reveal at the end of the night. But how could he explain what had happened? Would she understand the lengths he went to protect her, or would she see him as someone who had abandoned her on her special day? Episode 5. Back at the party. Meanwhile, back at the party, Mavis glanced around, wondering where Judge had disappeared to. She leaned over to Chloe, her voice dripping with disapproval. "Where has that boy gone now? It's your birthday, and he can't even stay by your side." Chloe forced a smile, trying to mask her growing concern. "He'll be back. He said he had something important to take care of." "Important? More important than you?" Mavis shook her head, exasperated. "I've never trusted him. He's full of secrets, and you deserve better than that." Chloe's heart ached. She wanted to defend Judge, but deep down, she couldn't shake the worry that Mavis might be right. Why had he left? And why did it always feel like there was a part of him she couldn't reach? Episode 6. The Aftermath. By the time Judge returned to the party, the festivities were beginning to wind down. He approached the high table, his heart pounding as he prepared to face Chloe. She spotted him from across the room, and while relief washed over her at first, the hurt in her eyes was undeniable. "Where were you?" Chloe asked softly, trying to keep her voice steady. Judge hesitated, the weight of his secret life pressing heavily on his shoulders. "I had something important to handle," he said quietly. "Important? More important than my birthday?" Chloe's voice cracked slightly. "I've waited for this day for so long, and you just disappeared." Judge reached for her hand, but she pulled away. "Chloe, please, I can explain." "Explain what?" Chloe interrupted, tears welling in her eyes. "That you're always disappearing? That I can never know what you're really doing? How can I trust you if you won't even let me in?" Episode 7. The Gift Revealed. Judge's heart clenched as he realized the depth of her pain. He hadn't intended to hurt her, but his duties and his love for her were constantly at odds. "I had a surprise for you," Judge said softly, pulling out a small velvet box from his pocket. "I wanted to give you this at the end of the night, but things didn't go as planned." Chloe hesitated before opening the box. Inside was a beautiful necklace, a pendant shaped like a heart, shimmering with rare gems. It was breathtaking, but the gift couldn't erase the hurt she felt. Episode 8. A Difficult Choice. "Judge," Chloe whispered, looking up at him, "I love you, but I can't keep living like this. I need more than just gifts and half-truths. I need you to be honest with me." Quote. Judge swallowed hard, knowing he was at a crossroads. If he revealed his true identity, it would put Chloe in even more danger. But if he kept lying to her, he risked losing the one person he loved most. "I'm sorry," Judge said, his voice thick with emotion. "I never wanted to hurt you." Chloe looked at him, her eyes full of love and pain. "Then prove it, Judge. Show me that I can trust you." The night ended with an unspoken question hanging in the air. Could Judge truly reveal who he was, or would his secrets tear them apart forever?